and welcome to the Inspiring Minds conversation with Mr. Daksh Bhatt. So, Mr. Daksh Bhatt is one of the renowned person in the HR field, and he is having over 2 decades of experience in HR, and he has been fostering efficient HR and administrative operations. He is an NLP certified practitioner, a focus on enabling clear communication and organizational effectiveness. His expertise into office administration and call center management support, and his team is achieve the operational goals, aligning with the Etech missions of creating exceptional customer service. He brings collaborative approach and empower, learns, enhance, and workplace energy. At Inspiring Minds Conversation, we always look forward for people who have inspired in one or other way, and we have created a lot of space in the field of any other appliances such as HR, marketing, finance. We have done lots and lots of Inspiring Minds Conversation, and this time we are reaching out to Mr. Daksh Bhatt. So, thank you, Mr. Daksh Bhatt, for coming here. And before we begin, could you briefly introduce yourself and tell us what you were currently working on?
So, I have 20 years of experience in human resource call center management. Basically, I joined my first ever organization, that was Etech, back in 2006 as a call center agent. And Etech believes in, growing their own people. So first I became team lead in operations, and then through internal job posting I joined human resource and administration. So over there I've spent 20 years. Recently, I stepped out of ETech and have joined a manufacturing firm as a group head of their plant. So that's the current status right now.
Okay, Mr. Bhatt, as we say that every successful career has a starting point. So you have said that you started with as a call center executive, then become a team leader, and so on. So was this career as an HR you always wanted, or did the life take you in this direction?
So, what I wanted was a particular sort of career wherein I keep on interacting with people. I used to interact with US customers. I used to interact with US clients. So that was one of the key criteria in call center. Later on, the entire interaction moved from voice to chat, and chat was overflowing. Meanwhile, there was an opportunity in administration wherein I could join administration and I can communicate with the entire organization. So I thought that rather than communicating with somebody unknown, let me start communicating with somebody who are known to me. So that's when I started my back office career and I joined administration. I didn't know at that point in time what's there in it for me, because 2 years down the line, the departments got merged. I was part of administration and then there was human resource. My reporting boss was always head of human resource. So the brainchild came and human resource and administration merged. And with no time, there was no delay in diluting both the responsibilities, wherein some human resource responsibilities came onto my plate, and that's how the journey began. It was not planned, but it was well planned. I guess it was well carved for me.
So looking back, what was the biggest challenge during your early years of job?
So I would not say it was a challenge. It was destined to be. Um, when I was, I'll take you back to my school days. I always believed in, I was part of a vernacular medium. I was part of Gujarati medium school, and I always wanted to be in English medium school, but there were lack of opportunities at that point in time. Secondly, the lack of awareness in the family. And one fine day, I told my friend, we saw some foreigners on the streets of my hometown. And I said that, one day I'll be working with them, not for them, but I'll be working with them. And that's where the challenge started. But that's where the journey started back in my school days. Yes, the destiny was I wanted to work for US customers. The challenge was working in night shift was the challenge, but that was challenge accepted.
Okay, so let's go back into a little moments that would have been great. So uh, let's celebrate actually the milestones that you have. So which moment in your career makes you feel the proudest?
Okay, so I would say the entire 20 years of span which I spent at my favorite organization had been a wonderful journey. I'll give you bits and pieces like 2006 I joined. 2007, that was a year and 2 or 3 months. I won a motorbike. That was like a big, huge, giant motorbike. That was a pre-summer contest company ran, and I had a big Yamaha machine at home. So that was Yam. That was one of the moments. Uh, Maybe 4 months down the line, I became first level supervisor, and immediately I became, like, in 3 months more down the line, I became second level supervisor. Again, 8 or 10 months down the line, because of the 2008 shifts in the uh, US market, wherein, like, these call center business, or, like, contact center had become very dear, wherein India had an issues. Still, we saw a major shift. I joined human resource. I mean, I joined administration, which became human resource indeed. So there has been moments which I have always enjoyed. Yes, during my first 2 years of span in my career, I got married as well. First 10 years down the line, we bought a house in Gandhinagar. So there has been multiple milestones, I would say, in my journey.
It's a wonderful journey that you have gone through. So getting a first bike, then getting married, then getting a home for yourself. That's a wonderful achievement. Mm. So let me frame the same question in another way.
Mhm.
Okay. So tell us about an achievement that changed your career.
My achievement, okay. I'll tell you. We were. I mean, we are. I mean, my ex company is still an ISMS and ISO certified organization. I was the first one to stand up and say, I want to get certified as an internal auditor, right? Human resource, like, they for the sake of doing it, yes, they do it. But yes, I wanted to do it. I did it. Secondly, in I won't say proud, or it's an achievement, but in my last 6 years of time, I have I have seen a major shift towards technology. Uh, we moved we moved almost everything towards digitization, be it our records, be it our internal job postings, transportations, payroll, everything is paperless. So these are the achievements. It's just not mine, but it's for the entire organization. It's for the entire department. I would say entire department. Like, apart from few things which are which has to be on paper, rest everything is paperless.
So coming back to the same question in again a different manner. Okay. So what this did this success that you worked as an ISO auditor, you got an opportunity, you worked as an ISO auditor, that was exemplary work, actually taught you about yourself?
Uh, Not only myself, uh, also cross department. Also, I learned a lot being in that foot, because when you go and audit a secondary department or some other department, you get to know their processes, how they function. So it helped me in my personal or professional journey. When an employee comes, let's say, for example, I was auditing IT, and an IT employee comes and says, nobody is listening to me, this is the issue, this is what's happening in my department. I would go back and say, hang in, isn't this the process? So interaction became easy, understanding an employee became easy, understanding a department became easy. There is no department left apart from human resource, I've audited every department. So I know every department, how they function, what are their KPIs, what are they supposed to do. So no bottom performer has any complaint for their department in front of me.
So, if say for example you worked with different departments, audited different departments, okay. So, what are the traits that you identified in yourself? So some traits that was hidden earlier. Okay. Now, because of this particular assignment of being an auditor, came outside. So, the question basically I'm trying to understand is that what are the traits you identified in yourself that you earlier did not identify?
So I'll tell you, I'm not a qualified human resource individual. Number one, I am an engineer. So while getting our department digitized, what I did was, uh, I because I knew little bit of engineering, because I knew little bit of the functions on software development, because I knew little bit here and there in the business development or business analysis. So it was easier for me to get our digitization stage clear. Setting the stage for digitization was easy for me, even to go and express our need to a business analyst who would be taking care as the project manager or anything as such. So it was easy for me. Uh, I did not know that I would be interested anytime, anywhere in database. While working very closely with the data analytics team, I realized that yes, uh, working with data is easy. It's not that engineering, there always used to be a debate that engineers, electronic people, computer people, and database people are always different. But I knew that it is I can get hold of anything if I am putting my brains into. And I learned that I can be a data analytics human resource. Only thing I need to do something now is I want to be artificial intelligent human resource, which I guess interacting with you I'll learn. And trust me, I didn't know what is M dash.
That happens. So actually, yeah, when we are working with AI, basically most of the people does not know. Okay, so
Mhm.
whenever we, being a researcher, we used to identify those things and try to understand whether that thing is related to your written from AI. Okay, because in research it is very important that the any content should not be written using AI. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so first reading that happens, we identify that MDAS. That means that this is particular written by Gen AI, be it Chat GPT or be it Gemini or any other software.
Okay.
Okay, so I usually believe in that that every success is of not a bed of roses. It's always often built on setbacks. Okay. So,
Obviously.
taking that point there, okay, is there any opportunity you wish you had taken?
Uh, there were many within the organization, outside the organization. But I'm somebody who would not regret of anything which is not done or which I never, which I have not accepted. So there are no regrets about it. But yes, there has been bad decisions taken because of which I am what I am today. There were some good decisions taken because of which what I am what I am.
Okay, so can you tell me about a setback, or I would not say as a disappointment or a setback, but some thing that actually hold you back and has taught you an important lesson.
So, how would I put it? Couple of years back, uh, there has been a forgery, right? The forgery took place. and I was very slow at identifying it. Because I was slow, my company had all the reasons to believe that even I was part of it. Uh, but at the same time, the company knew who I am. The manufacturing defect, the components within me, my company knew about it. My company was like, they asked me two questions. Question number one, did you know about it? Question number two, how soon we can fix it? So question number one was, I said, had I knew it, I would have fixed it earlier. Since I have known it now, I'll fix it. And hence, most of the digitization took place.
Okay, so that's very good confession, because in inspiring minds we think on the two aspects. It's not always goody goody thing around the world. It has always a setback. So the setbacks actually give you an inspiration to grow back.
Yep.
Okay, to bounce back like anything. Okay, so if I ask you this a question that if you could revisit one professional decision, okay, and you would like to change that decision for the better, what would that decision be?
So, I guess back in 23, I should have been more vigilant towards the duties those were assigned. I thought अपने ही लोग हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, चल रहा है चलने दो. And it's not चल रहा है चलने दो as well. It's like सही तो चल रहा है. प्रॉब्लम क्या है इसमें? And because it was because I was overconfident about my people within the team, that if I would have started doing it in late 22, early 23, then I wouldn't have faced what I faced in 24.
Okay,
You there? Hello?
yeah, yeah, sir, perfectly there.
You? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I believe so. In shaping my career, there has been number of mentors who have actually believed in me that yes, something can be done. Okay, now this boy can turn into a good man. Okay, so I was having a lot of mentors for me. Okay, so just going back into your life. Okay, uh, was there someone who believed in you before you believed in yourself?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. There are two. There is not one. There are two basically. And because two of them believed in me, other two believed in me. You want to know who they are?
Of course, sir.
So I would say my supervisor at that point in time, Jenny Binoy, and director of finance of that time. He is also still. Both of them are still there in the same company, Partha Das Gupta, because both of them believed the executive vice president and the vice president of the company, vice president of global. Vice president of global business and executive vice president of India. Both of them believed in me. They 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 never had trust issues with me. Let me again reiterate or rephrase it. They never had trust issues with me. They were disappointed that Daksh, तुम्हारे नाक के नीचे, how come? And because Jenny and Partha were there with me, nobody from the organization could raise any question for this. So yes, they believed in.
It's a pleasure that there are people who believe in you. Okay, and sometimes that belief actually turns everything right.
Exactly, sir.
So let's dig us something different. Okay. So which habit has contributed the most of your success?
Habit. I would say it's not habit, but it is uh, 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 I don't get angry. I don't
A
get
typical
angry.
HR characteristic. We don't get angry.
I don't get angry. Like, people come and throw they dump everything on me. I'm okay with it. I don't get angry for it. I don't have any regrets of people shouting in front of me. I mean, I just shrug it away.
Okay. You have believed that mentorship is important today. Why do you believe that
Exactly.
thing? That mentorship is important.
It is. It is important, sir.
So
Um,
why? Why do you think that?
okay. I'll tell you what is mentorship. Let's say you buy a car, you have fuel. But what if you don't know to drive it? Now, that is not mentorship. Mentorship is you buy a car, you know how to drive, you know you have fuel, you have good roads. But what if you have no confidence in you? What if you are confident? You have everything and you are confident. But what if you don't know where to go? Now, let's say, for example, you have car, you have fuel, you know how to drive, you know where to go, the roads are good, but you don't know when to go. Let's say you also know when to go, but you don't know whom to meet. That is mentorship, sir. That is very simple mentorship. Mentorship, if I have to take a reference of mentorship of our any characters, I would say Arjun knew the archery. Arjun knew whom he has to raise his bows towards. He knew everything, but why he waited or why he wanted Krishna to come and say yada yada idharmasya glanirvavati bharat, right? So that is mentorship. And I'm just giving you a reference of Bhagavad Gita, but there are references in all religious books.
As we both are, mentor in the Elevate Me project. Okay, so mentoring young HR students. We both are mentors. Okay, so you are now a mentor. So I would ask a question that what motivates you to mentor others?
Okay, so this is what uh, I have been doing, but it was limited to a particular a periphery. When in my organization, we used to certify coaches. And why this certification was important? Because all the coaches should be having the same sort of coaching techniques. So today, if an employee is reporting to me and tomorrow he goes to somebody else, he should not feel difference in coaching. So company used to certify their own coaches on 12 different parameters like goal setting, accountability, hot lap, direct module, Johari windows, quadrants, everything. So that way, I have been coaching people, I have been training people. Succession planning was also part of my job description. So there are multiple things I've been doing. Now, that was for a particular organization. Here, I I guess it was 6 or 8th of last month, June, when this brainchild took place of mentoring uh, people. And you started it, and like, I said, yeah, that's a great idea. Now I would be mentoring somebody who is unknown, you see. So that's where I wanted to, I said, okay, it's a challenge, let's do it.
So, sir, building on the same that you will be mentoring some unknown, even I will be mentoring unknown people. Okay, so that would be randomly assigned to us. So, looking at that parameter, what would you like to have qualities in your mentees?
In my mentees, I would be looking for good conversation skills. I mean, they should be speaking, they should be they should be talking, two-way discussion. Because I don't want anybody to come to me just to listen to me. No, I want to listen to you so that I can help. I'm somebody who would listen to understand. And yes, they they should be having a broader uh, they should be having broader aspect on looking for answers. Like, they may ask, what color do you like, and I would say orange. But my orange and your orange can be different. So which orange? Let's sit and explore that way.
So, if I correctly get that, you are looking some characteristic in a mentee where
Mhm.
the mentee actually takes up some responsibilities, okay, and deliver. Okay. So, because if the mentees do not deliver, it does not makes any sense putting the effort of the mentor. Okay.
So,
So, yes.
yes, that's the right way to put. Like, I'll give them a responsibility, not only to look for answer, look for questions for me.
So, look, taking that point ahead, what do you advise for the young professional to someone to take up the career? Because when we started our work, it was personal department. Okay, because I'm coming from entirely an HR background, so it was personal department converting into, you know, HR department. Now we call HRBP, human capital management, and so many words, people management, and everything is coming up. Okay, uh, but today's career is more into AI, HR, AI integration, and everything. Okay, and in this world, if I correctly understand the entire, the career landscape and everything, even we in this scenario are not confident enough to say what is coming tomorrow. So when ChatGPT came into existence, no one knew about something like that would ever exist, and suddenly it changed the entire world, the way the people used to work. Okay. Today, if you remove the ChatGPT and Gemini, most of the people would not be able to even work a lot.
Sir, if you remove Chat GPT or Gemini, any AI tool for that matter, uh, I would say LinkedIn would be white wall then. It would be just a whiteboard. There would not be any. Uh, there would not be anyone posting anything, because I know a handful of people who are in my very closed network. They can hardly frame three continuous sentences without any grammar errors, and they are writing blogs on LinkedIn. So I know, and there has been trends on LinkedIn who would say like, uh, candidate says that my salary is 50,000 per month. I want to resign. And then what's the offer and all those. Like in the similar blog, similar post, you would say 30, 40 people one by one. So, but yes, coming back to your question, yeah, I would want my mentees to talk to me. And there was one more question you asked, I forgot.
Yeah, sir, I asked that what is the advice you would give to someone
Oh,
starting the career?
so somebody who's starting the career, I would first gauge uh, their uh, their interest in learning what they want to learn next. Because come on, if they've already started doing BBA or MBA, then they would have thought of their end goal. My job would not be to change it. My job would be to help them achieve it in a smoother way. Let's say somebody is doing MBA and would say that yes, I want to study, but I have three things in mind. Either I want to do PhD or I want to do DBA. DBA is something that now everybody wants to do in like nowadays. So what they want to do versus what is easier for them to achieve. Uh, I would not be a judge wherein they would say that I want to do PhD, and I would not say you won't be able to do it, because demotivation is not something that an HR does. HR is always there to motivate. Let me know how I can partner with you. So that is something that I would do. But yes, I would work as a catalyst for them. I don't want to, in 6 weeks, I don't want to shift their focus elsewhere. I want them to be focused at least for their next educational journey. But yes, if they say that I want to start working, that's when my 20 years of experience would come in place, and I would find out what would be the best industry in the market currently.
So thank you, Daksh sir. Okay, now we started a new part. Okay,
Mhm.
that is what we say a quick fire round.
Oh,
Okay, so I will be asking questions. You will not get more than 5 seconds to
oh,
answer that questions.
picture, sir.
Okay, so let's start with one word that describes your leadership style.
I'm a good speaker. I want to say listener, but
Sir, one
that's
word.
one word: positive.
Okay, so according to you, one book everyone should read.
Um, their personal diaries.
Okay, one habit you never compromise on.
Honesty.
Coffee or tea.
Tea.
Early bird or night owl.
None.
Sir, you have to answer any one.
So I don't like to stay awake for work, but yes, you give me something to read, you give me something to watch, I'll stay entire night awake. And yes, whenever needed, I can wake up early.
Okay, so one person who inspires you.
God.
One
And
skill
right now
every
you,
professional should develop.
right now you, right now you.
One skill every professional should develop.
Listening skills.
Okay, so coming to our signature question, sir. According to you, what is the definition of an inspiring mind?
An inspiring mind should be ready to learn while inspiring people. Like, my learning style. If I'm there to learn something, my learning habit should inspire somebody to learn.
That's $1 million suggestion, sir. So thank you, Mr. Bhatt, for having a chit chat style of conversation where we do not actually go to a structured way of talking. We just talk from the heart. Okay. So everyone, so this is Mr. Daksh Bhatt. Okay, and you will be finding this videos on YouTube, LinkedIn. Please subscribe and comments so that we can reach out to him. Daksh is always available on LinkedIn. We'll share the link of Daksh on LinkedIn and see you again. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Thank you.